Hey, what's up, guys? We live, baby. I have to put my volume down. Boosie not here to tell me to put my phone down. So I put my phone down real quick. What's up, guys? What's up, T-Babies? How have you been? It's been 2 weeks, okay? A full 2 weeks. I miss you guys so much. And 2 weeks on purpose. Because if you've been following the show forever, thank you guys so much for following me. You know that I just had twin boys. Cynthia and Cynthias. They are such busy little beautiful things. And so the show, instead of being every Tuesday from January to October, it's going to be on the second and the fourth Tuesday. So that way I can take care of my tea babies and I can continue mothering like I've been doing, which I love. It's my favorite job ever. But what's up, guys? How have you been? Today we're going to have such a fun show. Is that Crystal? Hey, boo. Hey. We're going to have such a fun show for you guys. All my tea babies are here. We actually have two special guests for you today. So the first one, I think we're going to go at the top. I'm seeing Juicy. Juicy is here. Juicy has been on Tea Talks so many times. Okay, what's up, Juicy?
Hey y'all, it's good to be back.
It makes me so happy to see your face. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good, girl. I'm here. It's a good day. Any day I get to come to the studio and, bless my presence with my tea baby. It's a good day. Congratulations on the baby. Thank you, other
Mhm.
Crystal. Thank you, boo. They are here. And for my second guest, guys, Miss Lacey, who's always been a huge supporter of Tea Talks, introduced me to Miss Casey. What's up, Casey?
Hey everyone.
Girl,
I
hey.
go hi. I go hi.
I'm so happy that you're here. I love a pretty face. Like I said, Casey's here, and then we vibe together. So she's now a tea baby.
Yeah.
I brought the tea with me.
Yes, girl. Look, bring plenty of it. You came to the right spot.
Cupboard full. Don't play with me.
I won't. Tea baby, I'm so happy that y'all are here. Like I said, we're gonna give you a good show. We do every Tuesday. For all the newbies, welcome to Tea Talks. Tea Talks just a place where us ladies get to come together and we get to talk about sex in an unbiased, unjudgmental way, and we get to
Mhm.
have fun with
Yeah.
our vaginas. Let's have
Yeah.
fun with it, okay? And let's not be afraid of it. I was just telling some people yesterday how Boozy was teaching me how the clitoris, learning that if it's not a certain length or, too short or too long or whatever, that you won't have orgasm through penetration. And that was huge for me, especially for the women who are afraid to look at their own vaginas. So, knowing you could be a person who don't want head because you don't want to bother with your vagina, but if you don't know that you need that clitoral stimulation, then you're missing out on
Mhm.
the beautiful fundamentals of sex, like the science part. So you might have the intimacy part, you can have all the trusting, and you're in a good mental space, but the science, that's just as important as everything else. I've noticed, well, since I've done this show, I've never even asked. And Casey, I'm gonna start with you first. Like, what does good sex look and feel like for you?
God. I'm trying to remember the last time I had that.
Uh,
Okay, even if it's been over here, because look, I get it. I
It's
get
been
it.
a while. Well, honestly, the best that I've ever had was it had to have been with, well, it was not had, it was with somebody that I connected with on an emotional and physical level.
Hmm.
And I have to say, like, it would probably be my ex that I've pretty much known since I was a kid. Like we've been on and off for 10 years. We're on the off for good, but him and I though, it's never been not good. like ever. And I think that first of all, it's like we've known each other for years. You grow in that connection with that other person. You
Yeah.
know them physically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually. And a lot of times, once you have that connection, and then it goes and then you take it to the bedroom. Oh, it's over. It's over. Especially if they actually really take the time to get to know your body and don't rush through it. Some of the worst experiences I've ever had was just rushing through it. I know, like, there was one instance not too long ago. It was so rushed. And I even remember thinking, I'm like, this is not how I expected this to go. And this was way too, like, no, this is not how it's supposed to
Right.
go.
No,
Because
totally.
it's supposed to feel like you're on fire. And then even after the fact, like, you guys look at each other, it's like, yeah, you have smiles on your faces and you're all good.
Why'd you do me like that? That's my favorite. Right. Those are my favorite looks. So with you
Mhm.
being, away from sex for a while, I'm understanding it's because you're not feeling that right now, right? It's just not
I,
hitting you. You want to feel.
I'm, well, I'm single. I've been single for about, so I left my recent ex in May of last year. And there was just a lot of stuff I found out during our relationship and after our relationship that kind of like, it kind of messed with my libido. I'm not going to lie, because there was just cheating and that
Oh,
I found out.
yeah.
Um, so it just really, and also like he was liking a lot of other females stuff that he said he would never do. And it just, and as I model and I also do photography and I'm also a post coach and I do a lot of boudoir. So a lot of people are like, well, why would that even affect you? And I'm like, because we're women, especially if it was your partner and you're like,
Way.
it made me feel less attractive and so therefore it's just like my libido, I felt like I wasn't good enough. So, and it's been a long time since I felt like that. I'm normally like, I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to the bedroom, especially. But after that, it was just like, kind of like, oh no. And then, sorry, my fur baby keeps meowing.
Yeah.
Mojo. And so, the on and off ex, we hooked up. We hooked up one night, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling myself again. And then so I was starting to feel myself again, and then I had a one night stand, and the one night stand just kind of felt like, eh,
Right. It was all
eh,
right.
yeah, it was all right. I'm like,
It's
the,
been
the
all years.
Nashville, the dating pool is very, it's not there.
I was like,
It's
this.
Mm-mm.
no. I went on a dating site for probably 5 minutes, and that's all it took for me to be like, nope, I'm good. I'm good.
The dating site for a lot of people is going to look like that. It's going. I solely feel you about the libido and the cheating. I don't know what it is for a woman, and you can know that you that girl. Okay, let's start that. You
Mhm.
are that girl, but once you learn about some cheating shit, it's almost like, oh, am I not that girl? Am I not enough? What? I'm
It's
sucking
it,
it down. I'm throwing it back. I'm, got 3,000. I'm doing
Mhm.
all the different stuff. How much more do you want me to jump up and down like a pogo stick? Okay, or
that
crazy?
and then also it's like I realized, I'm like, I look back and how he looked, I'm like, I literally slept with Beaker from the Muppets.
That's the part that make you go,
He was not that good looking. He looked like fucking Beaker from the Muppets.
Oh, Paula, it's always
And he
I
had
don't
crazy
know.
exes. So I'm like, I'm the type of girl. I'm like, no. The stuff that I had to deal with in the background and then the stuff I saw, I'm like, you do that to me?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
like
You know
what do I
what?
do with
And
this?
he jumped onto the next girl after I blocked him because we tried to work shit out, and then he was still doing the same stuff he was doing when we were together. And then he tried to deny it, even though I saw it. And then he just it was flipped personality wise.
I always say trust is one of those things that's involved in the orgasmic chemistry. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I broke that thing down into four, and trust is one of them. It is huge. RL, Juicy, what's up,
Yeah.
Juicy?
Hey.
Tell me,
Yeah.
what does great sex look and feel like to you?
So, although I can have a one night stand and have no connection, the best sex is that emotional trust. You both are, and I think it's like Casey said. So this particular guy I had known for almost 20 years, and it was amazing. But it was just another. We tried to make a relationship of it, but it wasn't gonna work. It was just great sex because we had a good connection. So it involves the emotional, the
Mm-hmm.
physical, and it's about taking your time, not rushing it, and doing what you both like and enjoy and feeling every bit of the feels. Because I talked to him for 3 days afterwards. Like I left his house shaking. Like, I don't know what kind of orgasm that was. What did you do to me? Let me look it up. Why am I still? I'm still. I'm still
Yeah.
shaking a few days.
If you're not leaving and shaking and happiness and the afterglow, that's not it. No, it's not worth it.
Like, what do I do with this? What do I do? Oh my God.
Right. Like, what? Am I supposed to still be shaking?
Did your partner ever tell you, Juicy, what he liked? Did he ever say, I like when you do XYZ, or let's try this out?
Yep. So because we had known each other so long, we just had conversations. We hadn't had sex, but we had conversations. And so
Oh,
it was just
okay.
about talking. And I think that's how now we're both interested and curious. But it still was like a 10-year span before we even got to it. And so I think that just made for the greatness of
I
it
mean,
because
that
it was
helps
free.
out. That helps out so
Hmm.
much. Casey,
Mhm.
Yeah.
did your partner tell you what he liked, like what he wanted from you ever?
The recent one or the on and off one of 10 years that
I
I've had
don't
the
know,
best
'cause
sex
I
of my
love
life throughout
toxic.
the
The
last 10 years of my life. So, I mean, I'll go about that one all day. The recent
the
one,
10-year girl, I love toxic. The one
recent, Beaker. No,
Not Beaker.
not Beaker. Please, no Beaker.
that's big. He's
Ugh,
so
oh,
damn
he
good.
had
No,
this weird face that he would make, and it just, it's hard to describe. It was just really creepy. And I'm like, no, but the on and off ex of 10 years, him, yeah, him and I, we've always communicated over the years,
okay.
and what we like and what we don't like. What he really likes is he likes watching me pleasure myself. Oh, he
Ooh,
loves it.
that's so
But
sexy.
like he could, like, if even if we didn't do anything else, me just doing that and him watching, he's fine with that.
So
He's
he
fine
is
with that.
a confident man with toys. Like he's okay with the
Mm.
toys. We just talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that man has a drawer.
Oh, he
Mhm.
got his own. He got
I
his
can
own.
I can honestly say, like, um 75% of what I have came from him. He got them
Mhm.
for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I had a
rest,
partner
the
like that.
rest I've gotten either myself or I won from giveaways. The rose
Mhm.
toy I won it from a giveaway last year, and let me tell you, I don't need a man.
So like, just give him our rose.
Just give me my rose. I don't
Okay,
care. Just
okay, with the toys too. Your partner had toys.
Uh huh.
Ah, lovely.
yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
both of y'all had, because we talked about that last week, and like, how do we get our male partners to be okay with us having toys? And
Mhm.
like one of the guys, Black Panther, was on the show, and so what he does is him and his partner, they only use toys when he's around. So like when
Mhm.
she sees, like, let's say this is the little rose. So when she sees it, she won't mess with it, maybe. Let's say that. But he wants her to see the rose and get turned on by the simple fact that that's something that's
They do
that
together.
they do together.
Oh,
So
that's
instead
nice.
of being like, oh, just the rose is turning me on, it's like, oh yeah, that's what Black Panther uses on me. And both
Mhm.
of us come into orgasm. Which I think, as far as for the guys, I think that's a wonderful medium.
Yeah, yeah. And plus,
Right?
men should be okay with the fact that you don't have to. Now that everybody's starting to complain about how long they're doing this or doing that,
Ah, say that
where
again.
using the toys, you both of you are getting to take a break. She ain't
Does
bothering
it not make
around.
you
You ain't
go
bothering
to it?
around.
I've never had any complaints of it being too long.
Mm-mm.
For me,
I
it's
had.
mostly been too short.
I'm gonna say for most girls, for us, it's too short, and it's like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I've learned that there's no quote unquote proper, there's no too long or too short time. It's just the time that people come. So
Yes.
learning
Amen.
that, it's like, okay, babe, you come a little bit quicker than I come. Can we incorporate this fun little vibrator or a toy? And I think if guys would look at the toys as like a little helper, like Santa's little elf helper, they would no longer be intimidated. Like,
Right.
shit, I'm gonna get off like you get off.
Like
Look
the
at
elf on the shelf, but
instrument
it's a dildo.
on the shelf. Go get him. Go, go get that fucking elf. Shit, I want to
Mhm.
come. You want to come? He go help us,
Yeah. Right. And that's okay.
and everybody's happy, right? Because that's what's
Yeah.
important. You
Yes,
know,
we're all happy.
right? I don't want my partner feeling inadequate. And of course, he doesn't want to feel like he didn't do a good enough job because it wasn't long enough. And it's just like, women, we just need a little bit more. And like I've
Mhm.
said it a billion times, it's not like, because like, oh, I'm a woman, give me what I need, like legit. That just didn't do it.
Yeah, I've mostly had the men be more demanding, and then it's like, okay, my turn, and then it's just like, no, and I'm like, but I
Well,
literally like worshipped, okay, like deep throat worship,
Mhm.
and and I'm like, okay, my turn, and then it's just like, no, we're just gonna jump into it. I'm like, that's not how it works.
maybe
That's
it's
not
No.
how it works. How is
40
like,
and up will eat your pussy for 10 minutes before they ever stick their dick in. I promise you. I promise you.
What you just
amen.
say?
Any guy 40 and up is gonna eat your pussy for 10 minutes straight for they
Oh,
stick their dick in. They gonna take their
yeah.
time. Okay. I think it's a
Mhm.
generational thing because 40 and up, baby, your vagina, it's like their playground. They won't even,
Mhm.
matter of fact, they won't even stick it in until you beg them to stick it in. It's fun for them to watch
Mhm.
you squirm and be like, so when you gonna stick it in? Please
Right.
stick it in, okay?
Right.
Please do all the shit to me and stick it in. I've been there, done that.
Well,
So I
Mhm.
think it's legit an age group thing.
uh,
40 plus, you don't gotta worry about that.
well, you also can tell which ones really love yours. I've only had the on and off one. Oh my gosh, that he would stay. He will stay there until he will not get up unless you do it either once or 1 to 3 times.
Fight off.
He
Mhm.
he in all the other exes I had, no, they wouldn't be there for very long.
And
Mhm.
I'm gonna
But him every single time,
ask
and
them. I've done it. Like, do you like to taste the pussy? Like,
Mhm.
and it's, so
oh,
you
he
start
does.
verbatim, like, you don't like the way pussy tastes? Get back down there. Are you like, what is it? You don't like the way it tastes? You don't like the way it smell? Like, let's break this shit down because you are like smashing my head on the top of your dick. A bitch can't breathe. I hate it.
This, yes, it's like you're literally. fucking my throat. The least
Mhm.
you can do is eat me. This is I am Alice. This is and this is the Wonderland and this is my cookie and it says eat me. Eat me.
It's a whole buffet. Don't leave nothing uneaten.
So it
Right.
grows.
So it's like, what we gonna do here? So like, no, seriously, I need a
No,
little
come
bit
here.
more. What do
Come
you
here.
want? Like, do you feel like it makes you less of a man? See, my pussy, do you not like eat? That's what I'm saying. Like, let's talk about it because literally
Hmm.
every woman needs it, and a man will push his damn dick down your throat so damn fast. And I mean, woman, you can start off all subtle. Next thing you know, it there's a subtle hand that comes up behind you. You know, it's gonna grip your ass.
It's about to get you.
I'm about to enjoy it. And there's nothing legit you can do about it. So for the last week, we're talking about like I'm 35, I'll be 36 this year. Casey, how you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Oh, I just turned 31. I don't look 31. I still look like I'm 25.
I was just gonna say you look like you're in your 20s, but you know, hey, good genes.
Look, I still, and also no man, no kids. I think that's what happens. But,
I'm teasing.
no, like yeah, I just turned 31. I don't feel like I'm 31. I don't act like I'm 31. I don't look it. So
Happy
that's
birthday.
where I'm at on the age scale.
I remember turning 31. I still felt 25. I promise you. It takes a while to
Mhm.
feel whatever the fuck age they give you. Like I'm 36 and I'd be like, fucking waiter. What did this happen to me? But I'm here.
Yeah. Well,
But
I'll
we've
be
been
50
talking
this
about
year,
like
ladies. I'll be
You
50 in October.
woman.
50
Mhm.
win.
October 6th.
Shut up. Well, that's the great sex start at 50. Because that's why I've
Okay,
been
I'm
reading
looking forward to it then.
right around the corner, right? Because like
Uh-huh.
when I was younger, I had Sue Johansson to
Mhm.
teach me about sex, even when I just started. Because like everybody who called her phone was like, in their they was in their teens and 20s, early 30s, just legit just trying to figure it out. So as a young girl, I'd watch her show. And
Mhm.
so while they're figuring it out, guess who else is figuring it out? Me too shit. How you take a big dick? How you do that? Okay. How
Right.
you get into a new position? How you suck a big dick? Oh my God.
Carefully.
Susan Hanson, like these people will call all the time about all these different questions. Or how do I take a small dick and make it feel like it's a big dick? What do I do with that?
I've
Like,
thought about that before.
so and how do I make it? How do I be okay with it? Because what is Sue Johansson like? I'm okay with a smaller penis because I know what to do with it. But for most women who feel like size is everything, you would know the difference. You wouldn't know what to do with it.
Right.
You would feel like again, like usually smaller penises come faster. And if you don't
Mhm.
know that, you'll be like, well, shit, why do we never reach an orgasm? So again, that's when the science comes into the orgasm. So it's just like now being 30, turning 36 this year in May. That's what 14 years from 50. That's not a long time. So it's like, how do I prepare? Because I never want to stop having great sex.
Mhm.
Right?
So, what I'm gonna say is, I always wondered, as a girl growing up, like, how do women get to a point to where they just stop? How do you get there?
Yeah, how do you
So,
prepare?
so I'm there, but I'm there by choice.
It's like I'm there. So how does
Yeah,
that feel?
but so it's not a bad feel. It's not like I don't want it. I just don't want meaningless sex. I
That's
want
Okay.
where
it
I'm at.
to be
That's where I'm
meaningful.
at.
I'm done with the one night stands or the occasional. No, no, no. My body's more
Okay.
precious to me at this age. I've learned.
At that
I know
age.
who I.
Right.
And so when I get to wherever he is, he's gonna have
Wherever
a
he
lot
is.
built
Because I
up
know
energy.
different personality types when it comes to different sexual types. Because I know, like there will be people who will forever be good with a one night stand to the day they leave this earth. They love it.
Hmm.
It excites them. It brings them enjoyment, pure,
Hmm.
peaceful, just and euphorial. They love it. But then there's some people who evolve with every 10 years and be like, you know what? I know I like that in my 20s or I like that in my 30s, but I don't like that in my 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Or now I'm in my 50s, I don't like what I did in my 40s, and that is okay. And I think every woman, if you're watching Tea Talks and it's your first time watching, I'm hoping that you understand that that's okay. You don't, it's okay if you never change. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
gonna judge you as long as you're happy, healthy, and safe. If all you care about is a one night stand, girl, get it in. But then
Right.
one
Nothing
day
wrong with it.
you're gonna be like, I don't want a one night stand. Damn it, I
Yeah.
want that other thing.
Look, when I had the one night stand, I didn't want it to be a one night stand, to be perfectly honest. I actually liked the guy, but it just
Mm-hmm.
didn't work out like that. And
Out.
that's okay. That's okay,
Mm-hmm.
but I won't lie, like I liked him and I didn't want it, and that I it was because of him that I kind of like remind it just really reminded me, and it was like a deep reminder that I am not the one night stand type of person. I did that in my early 20s
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was fine with that. And
Mm-hmm.
even a couple times in my late 20s, and I
Yeah.
was fine with that. But I'm at the age where I don't want that. It doesn't bring me any fulfillment. Yeah, if I have an orgasm, it's very temporary. I
Very
want I want a connection, and I want to be able to, like, again, you guys are smiling at each other at the end at the end of it, and we're just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, we're actually going to get together again after this,
Mm-hmm.
because life is too short, and the way that everything is just like one night stands are just, they're
Mm-hmm.
not it.
some
It's
other
not
people.
it.
I like what Captain Crunch said. He said, "That's not y'all fault, ladies. That's the men's fault." And why is it
Mm-hmm.
men's fault? They have made dick too accessible.
She was ready to become a Muppet.
Community dick.
In my defense, I was not ready to become a Muppet. I did not realize that that motherfucker looked like a fucking Muppet until literally right before I left his ass. And then I thought about it. I'm like, motherfucker looks like Bacon from the Muppets. Why am
What
I?
the fuck do I do with this?
Beaker.
This is
Oh
Bacon.
my goodness.
I will not. I'm not lying about this. It was. I'm like, fucking
I'm
with me.
I'm done. Hey man, you age out of one night stand. You do. Like
Yes, you do. You
for
do.
Yep.
some people do, you be like, all right, that was cool, that was fun. Personally, if I was not in a relationship, I don't think I'll ever age out of one night stand. You want to rip my fucking clothes off me and give me the best dick ever in my life. Please give it to me. Because baby, good dick is hard to come by. And if I'm excited, you excited. Let's just say that's half of the fucking battle. You got a good dick size. We're gonna have a great night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. That's why
Oh, I
if
had. Oh, that.
now in a
It,
relationship, I was sex would never equivalent to love. Now I will say that sex would
Mm-hmm.
never be better than love, and that's why I
mhm,
say for women who truly, truly want the love part and having just like just vicarious sex, it doesn't work for them because eventually they're gonna think the better that they're having the sex that that person's gonna love them more, and that never works out.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It never works out. It never works out. So it's like I've been teaching this for so many years now. My book, I just pulled it out for this one girl over the weekend. I was telling her how there's different relationship types, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
have that one on one. You have the poly. You'll have the people who set schedule sex in, and some people
Mm-hmm.
think it's so weird, but for some people it works for them. But like, you know what? We can have sex Saturday at 12 o'clock. I'm free. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
well, that doesn't sound very sexy. But for them, they're excited about that 12 o'clock Saturday at 12 o'clock. They wait for that moment. So it's almost like, you know, doing that heart check in, doing that self check in, be like, all right, where am I at? Do I still like this?
Mm-hmm.
Or do I not like this? Do I want to try something out? Or do I not want to try this out? It's so important because happy, healthy, safe sex. I mean, it will always forever start with you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Forever start with
Yeah.
you.
Now, what I will say is that, coming into the no more one night stands, and I unintentionally did it. I was with a younger guy at the first part of last year
Girl,
and
them
thought,
younger
oh,
guys come you that damn strong fucking dick. You can
Like,
do
look,
about
no, I must have got the wrong one because he just laid there. And I thought to
it.
myself, okay, well, I'm gonna be okay. Now I don't know what you about to do, but I'm about to do
Oh,
what's necessary.
do
And
my
so
best.
it was okay for a little bit, but then I got with an older guy. So I'm about to be 50. So he was closer to he's over 65. I can't remember now, but
Okay.
he was over 60. So that was a once a month. It was kind of like it was scheduled. It was once a month. We did it for like 6 months. And some months it got to be 2 or 3 times. So it just depended. But it was great sex, but it was never going to be a relationship.
I had
So, but
this
then
sex
I,
month. Lord have mercy, it was delicious.
but from doing that last year, I decided I want meaningful. I want it to be meaningful.
Something
So I'm going to
different.
be okay. Hmm.
Something. So, do when you go into the new relationship, do you say that to your partners? I'm looking for something more meaningful.
I have not yet, because there's
Okay.
not been the opportunity. But I am the one that's going to talk about it. Let's talk through it because we don't want to
Ooh,
walk into
okay.
something and we don't want the same things. Because now with all the different relationship types and the different
It's so
people
many.
types,
Yeah.
you got to make sure are y'all compatible even before
Do y'all
y'all.
have that conversation like the first date? Like I'm at the dating pool, but like
Yeah,
I
first.
remember when I was in, I asked those hard questions because I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, and you want to know before you get invested. So why would you wait a year before you ask, "Oh, you wanted a poly relationship?" Well, that was never what I wanted. Now we're a year in. Now what are you doing? Your brain is blown because now you've waited a year and you love them and you ask up front where you're not connected.
Like, what
Um,
do you want? Crystal,
mhm. What do
thank
you
you.
like?
She said, y'all on one tonight, ladies. Thank you, girl. I got the best cast, Middle Tennessee. Hey. What's that, Casey? Juicy. Oh, Casey. So, after tonight, you will never be Casey again. So, Ariel is slash Juicy, okay? So, because that's what her partner called her Juicy.
Hmm.
I'm kidding. And then my other co-host is Boozy. She's not here tonight because she said her coochie make him get drunk. This guy at fucking Waffle House called me kitten one day. That's the only reason why I'm kidding. Because he was like, meow. I was like, is he purring at me? And he would go, meow. He was like, kitten. Kitten.
Hey,
And I was like,
Erica.
who the fuck is kitten? And it was me. Oh God, I will never forget it. So after that night, I came back to Tea Talks and I was like, I'm no longer whatever the hell my name was. I said, I'm now kidding.
Hmm.
So Casey, tonight is the night we rebrand your kitten.
Hmm.
So who or what is a name that you have heard of numerous times?
That
Um,
it's you.
or even tonight, what do we name your kitten going for Tea Talks?
So while she thinking about it, I'm gonna say, what is his name? Captain Crunch.
Cam Crunch.
Captain Crunch. You're absolutely right. He was stroking to the east and stroking to the west, and whichever direction.
I'm crying real tears. Oh my
But again, it's
goodness.
like you said, when they're
Broke
over
it.
40, when they're over 40,
Over
they just
40,
have a
that man
different.
broke his dick from my ass to my top of my clit. He would just massage that fucking thing while he was sucking my titties and hold me close. I didn't know what to do. I nutted for him to put it in. Then when he put it in, I came again. I was coming all over the place. Then this man, I'm telling you, I was best sex. Like, oh Lord Jesus, over 40 years old. And then finally, I had to say to him, I was like, "You got toxic dick." He just looked at me and smiled. He was like, "Yeah,
That meant yeah.
yeah." It was time to let that man go. Crazy hell. Ain't no.
Have you hooked and he gone
Over
somewhere?
40. Over 40, it was intense and passionate and intentional sex. That is
Mhm.
what I got for over 40.
Yeah.
Passionate, intentional, intense. Like, why are you massaging me with your dick? Please put the thing somewhere. You're pissing all over me. Stop it.
What
Who
you
wrote
come up
they
with, Casey?
my nipples? Like, are you playing with me? I don't cook, girl. I'm here for life. What you need? You hungry?
Right. What you
Please,
mean go home?
hey,
I'm
you want me to make
home.
you some food for tomorrow for lunch to give you a little bit of a dry boo? Because I need you to come back here.
Immediately. Immediately.
I need you to come back here. So, like, seriously, great sex. I understand why it says great sex starts at 50 because you're no longer worried about the quote unquote the excitement. You want the excitement, but it's not that quick excitement. It's not the
Mhm.
oh, I look good. Like one of my girlfriends, I think she might be a year or two younger than me. And she makes a post saying that I no longer I'm out of the stage where physical is more important to me. She was like, normally the guys I'm not even attracted to treat me the best. And that is
Mm,
now what's turning me on.
mm.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh,
like I don't know how to say it for like most women. Like if you're just only attracted to the physical, that's nothing. There is nothing wrong with what you want to have sex with until it is no longer happy, healthy, or
Yeah.
safe.
right.
For
Right.
for me, it's yeah, it's the connection, but there are just some guys I'm just not physically attracted to, and they could be like the best looking person in the world. So I'm pansexual, so I don't see gender, I see the person. I'm
Yeah,
attracted
I was
to
just
who,
telling you that. Okay.
hence that's why I say in my defense of Beaker, I was attracted to the person.
It's
That's why I'm gonna
okay.
cook it. So, but and no, the guys I've slept with, none of them look alike. They're
Oh,
all different. I was,
Same. Every
yep.
last one. They're like, "What's your type?" I don't really have one. Personality is my type.
mm.
Oh,
I
you
Not
did.
me, but that's another show for another day.
yeah, I've had more of the strong silent type. The ones that I've really wanted though, like really wanted to like date, not just bang, but I've always ended up just banging them are the loud ones. Where it's just like they have a great personality and they're fucking hilarious and they're loud and obnoxious, but yeah, no, they always pick someone very similar to me, which is interesting enough, I
Which
will
is
say.
enough.
But that's what always gets to me. I'm like, I actually want to date someone like you, but you always, all you fuckers are picking people who are just like me, but you're not going. You'll bang me, but then
Because you're too smart. I promise. You're probably smart. You're
oh,
probably too smart. You're
sorry,
probably.
my cat, she just wants to go outside, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, look, she was like, "What the other kid net? It's me,
Oh,
kitty.
she's here. I'll let y'all see her.
Hey, kitty.
Uh,
What
since
the
little
other
Miss Thing
kid
wants to say hi, yeah.
And
Aw.
she's like, let me free. Let me
I
free.
was about to say she's looking for the kitten door. I'm get the hell up out of here.
She's
Just
like, oh God, Mom's talking about sex.
you see what's your type?
But
So
yeah,
my type.
Yeah, what's your type? I heard you got a type too.
Light, bright, and white. So whichever
Light
falls
bright
is
white guys. Okay.
yep, yep. If they fall in there, as long as they're lighter than me. And
As long as they like
generally
light bright
speaking,
and white.
yep. And
Opposites most definitely attract.
huh?
I said opposites always attract.
Yep. And so he generally they're tall. So 6 feet
oh,
and up. But
so
if they
wait,
don't
what's your name real quick?
You right. Casey, what's your kitten's name? Not the
right.
cat that was purring at the
She was
door.
trying to get away from me. You didn't miss it, Samantha. She's trying to hide.
What do we call her? Look, her name
She's
is
got something on her
Firecracker
mind.
slash
Well,
MP.
okay. In my defense, I came up with it when I was 19. Okay,
Oh. Okay.
I came up with it when I was 19. This is when me and the on and off were, yeah. And
Yeah.
so his was name was Jack, and mine's name was Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy, because she was tight as a fucking rock. And old Lucy is still just as tight as she was.
Dots. I'm going to get up tight as a fucking rock.
Lucy.
Lucy. Cause like, and I remember telling one guy that because he asked me, and he's like, oh, and then like literally he came within 5 minutes. He's like, that bitch ain't loose.
Tricked ya.
Give us some tips, okay? Because I'm trying to be tight as a rock.
Kegels. Kegels.
You can be doing them now. Do them when you go to the stop at the stoplight.
Oh my God, I do them religiously, Lord. 5 kids in, all I do is a kegel. If I sneeze,
so and since we're talking about sex as in a later age, let's talk about it.
Yes.
So I have girlfriends that they didn't do the Kegels, so their uterus is falling out. So it'll come out. So you got to do your Kegels and your exercises to make sure that it.
Wait a minute. It
Right.
will fall out of there?
Yeah, I was so shocked. My face was like this. I said, "You said it's outside? It came outside to play?" She's like, "Yeah, I went to the bathroom one day and thought I felt something extra, and her uterus is coming out. And it's called something. I can't remember what she said it's called. So now she's working with a lady that's helping her do some exercises. So she's using some balls.
Yeah, that's prolapsing. Even though I thought prolapsing is with the other one. I thought that was with your ass, not.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's prolapse when it come outside. It's outside. They said, "Hey, I want to play outside," but they were telling her she had to have surgery.
I'm used to it being used for the ass, not the lady bit.
Yeah,
so it'll fall out of there. So what are they?
Oh, she said it can happen with your bladder. I know nothing about the bladder, but I know her the uterus. Have 2 of them.
I'm just reading these comments, and I'm just like.
And they will push you back up. Oh, I don't want nobody pushing you back
up. No. I will do Kegels every single day to the day I die. Lucy will stay loose. Yeah. Not loose, but
the doctors, what do you say? Their fix for everything is, oh, we'll just cut it out. And I was like, no, I don't think you could. You just go do the exercises. It may take a little bit, but it'll go back up. Don't cut it out.
Don't cut it out. So if you've been following T-Talks, we've been Kegeling for 5 years now. So all the ladies at the house, we're going to hold the Kegel in, starting right now. Hold it in, okay? Just hold it for a few seconds. Take a deep breath in. Moment of silence for our pussy walls. Because what?
We can't have nothing outside that ain't supposed to be
nothing outside. All right, we can let it go now. Like, I'm hoping y'all...
and see, then a special trick is if you do your Kegels right, you can do that on him to help him stop from coming so quick.
Hey. I can attest it does work. Especially if you ever get bored with somebody, just start doing the Kegels. They'll be done within like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So I do it too good. I was told that they was like, babe, I feel like you're like choking my dick. I was like,
that's what happens. That's what happens.
Oh, my bad. It's
like, did I do that?
I ain't lying. Baby. I gotta finishing him for me. I gotta like just calm it down just a little bit, hold it in, let it go. Because I've been Kegeling for all that. Like when I learned from Sue Johansson, having kids was going like loosen your vagina. And I've heard about this uterus falling out thing, but it's been like a while since I've heard of that. I've been Kegeling for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 kids with think this one only had 3 kids, and they was like, I feel like you choking my dick a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, let me let it loose a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
So like,
finish him.
okay, finish him. I was like,
Finish him.
what me? Shit, I need a break. You thirsty? Stop fucking me. I'm tired. I'm tired. Shit. I don't know how to say it.
Yo,
I'm a mama's daughter. I ain't gonna back down, but I'm tired.
I ain't never quit. I ain't never scared.
Now I know this a little squeeze because you really can't work that muscle. Like I've
Mhm.
never heard, like you said, I've never heard that my muscles are too loose because I've
Mhm.
heard that from Sue Johansson when guys were calling me and be like, I think my girlfriend muscles aren't tight as they used to be, and I'd be like,
Lacey's here and Lacey knows. Lacey knows.
Mortal
Come
Kombat.
back. Finish
Don't make me start laughing.
it.
What's his name? Not Vegeta, that's Dragon Ball Z. What was the nigga that made everybody blue? I mean, cold, and he would just chop them in Sub Zero. I was saying your ass. And I was Katana. Oh my god, I cried real tears. I love Mortal Kombat.
She gave him a left. She gave him a right. Then she gave him the old swirl.
Shoo, shoo. He blew everybody. He just cut him in half. Okay, I'm playing. I do my Kegels very faithfully because I just don't. I feel like I don't want a loose vagina. I want to enjoy sex as long as I possibly can. And the
Yep.
way I break it down, because I've been teaching this for a long time, and we've read, I know, a few books. Like the number one is romance and intimacy.
Mhm.
Um, I say intimacy first, then romance, because, like I said, the one night stands. I've had some great one. I've only had one. I'm trying to think. I think I've only had one night stand. That shit was so random. Yeah, I had some great ones, but no, I've only had one night stand. Everybody else has become my lovers, and they stayed around for a long time. But that one night stand was delicious. So that intimacy, sometimes you don't need the whole date and all this other. I like you. That's it. Let me see your
Mhm.
dick. Oh my god, I really like you. Over there. Damn. I'll never forget. He put the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. Still to this day. What the fuck was that? I don't know. I fucked it. That's all I know.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
first, look, one and done, right? One and done. I will applause myself for that one. But then after that, there's the trust. Like I don't trust this person, so of course we never had sex again. So like, do you trust this person? Do you trust this person to want to also make sure you come to the same orgasm? Because like I always say, sometimes the first time is just because you're excited. I knew I was just excited to have sex with the biggest dick I've ever seen. My eyes could possibly lay on and I could hold. Like, I biggest dick I've ever seen in hell in my life. So I was just excited to see if I could take it or not. And then, like the science of it, I didn't realize until Boozy talked to him. Who works at the hospital now, and one of the nurses told her that if your clitoris is in a certain length or whatever to the uterus, that you won't get that or penetration orgasm, that you have to get stimulated through your clitoris to make those wings grow to get closer to the uterus, to the the uterus, not the uterus, to the urethra, to the uterus, so you can actually have an orgasm. Like, that's such a fucking ordeal, but knowing that little bit of information,
Mhm.
like, not only did it help me, it helped out a whole bunch of other ladies, especially the
Yeah.
ones when I first started doing tea talks who were so afraid to look at their vagina.
Mhm.
My first book, Sexual Practices of Kudoska, it broke down the different vaginas. And that's when
Mhm.
I learned how many women have never even looked at their vagina.
Mhm.
Do y'all look at
Yep.
y'all? Have you seen
Yes.
Lucy?
I be
What
trying to
look?
make sure he's there.
You look at yours. Me too. What you doing down there? I
Look,
want to
I
know.
I shave Lucy every week, so yeah, you bet I know what she looks like.
Okay, I had a rule every Friday: shave them pussies, just in case I get drunk.
Look, I because my body, like, I will shave, and then 2 days later, it'll look like I didn't even shave. That's how
That,
quickly my hair grows. So it's
that
really crazy. So that's why I have to do it every week. Um, However, I will admit, like, this last bit has been the longest that I haven't, and I'm just like, okay, I need to do this again. I don't care if I'm not getting laid or not. I still gotta keep her. I gotta keep her clean. I gotta keep her shaven
Yeah. Yeah.
because I
Some
don't want
people
hair
like
all
it,
over
other
my
people don't.
toys. When I
Yeah,
have
right.
personal playtime, I don't want hair all over my toys.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I gotta clean that.
Hmm.
And
If
sometimes it gets
you
stuck.
want like a baldy, if you just want like a 4 o'clock shadow, you guys can get you some trimmers and just trim it down too.
Hmm.
Trimmers. But my boyfriend saw me trim Gucci for the first time. He said, "What you got trimmers for?" I said, "You'll see in a minute." He
The on and off
said,
one. He has a landing strip. He
"He
didn't
just
used
thought I
to.
knew
He
you."
didn't used to. And then last time he had one. I looked at him and I'm just like, really? A landing strip?
Hey,
He's like, come on, I gotta have a way to guide you on. And I'm like,
it's
dude,
creative.
I've been banging you since I was 20 years old. I know where to go.
He wanted to do something a little fun. So there's nothing wrong with a little fun.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes you want 4 o'clock, see what happened. Yeet, yeet, and yeet, yeet. Because that shaving every week, like it's like I'll shave 1 week and then I'll trim 1 week and I'll shave 1 week because those ingrown hairs, I,
Yeah, those are the worst.
I don't want to deal
So
with
y'all
them. So
don't get
my
waxed at
method is
all?
put it down.
You don't
Huh?
go get waxed?
I do get waxes. The last time I got a wax was right before I went into labor.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hmm.
that woman told me, she was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I was like, "Ma'am, I'm not going in that damn room with no hairy pussy. Get this hair out." She, them doctors not paying attention. It's for me. It's for me. So when she
Palm
shaved,
trees.
like, it's going to be excruciatingly painful. I was like, okay, we'll see. Yes, I was a puddle of water when she got done. But when she got done, baby, I was clean as a whistle. And I was ready to
Mm-hmm.
have my babies.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
My
it
hair,
because it lasts longer. It
oh,
lasts longer.
it lasted so long. It was so delicious. I enjoyed that wax. So yeah, I love getting the wax.
I,
But
I I have not gotten waxed yet. I am still a wax virgin.
oh,
Hmm.
I do everything myself. I don't know. It's like it's okay. So for that, it's just that's on another level. Like I can go to the gyno and I can do what I do, but waxing though, that's a whole other deal. I'm like, I don't know if I want to because I make too many. You got to take me to dinner first jokes throughout
I,
the whole thing.
probably you just sitting up there like literally butterfly to open.
Mm-hmm.
It's very intrusive.
It is.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, I know, and that's why I'm just like, I think I can shave myself. I think I'll
Mm-hmm.
be okay. I don't need you to go deep and lube me up and rip out my my
Yeah.
soul.
Erica says she
Yeah.
loved getting waxed. Look,
Me too. Hey,
I
look, I'm
don't
with
say I
Erica.
love it. I just do it because
No,
like
I
just get
love
it
it.
done.
Just the feeling. I'm more excited about how it feels afterwards. The smooth,
Smoothness.
the
I do
uh-huh.
love that smooth
And so
boy.
I've been going to the same girl for years. So we intimately good friends at this point.
See,
Okay,
maybe
okay,
this
well,
is me. I need a go to.
Hmm.
I need to go.
I
I
have
need
to
to
send you
go
her
there.
information. She's got a studio in her house now.
Kevin Kerr said he knew a girl with palm trees, Playboy bunnies, and star. Oh, she had
Yeah.
Picasso on her pussy.
Hmm.
Can I
She
get
was
a
probably feeling
Picasso?
it somewhere.
I ain't never like this. I just pulled the trimmers out. I ain't got no Picasso off in it. I ain't even
Mm-mm.
did a little zigzag.
Mm-mm.
I probably could put one in there. I could probably do a zigzag with my little trimmer. Zing, zing. Oh my god!
Lacey Adam said he can, if he can't handle it unshaved, he has no right to a shaved one.
You know what? And he's so right
Truth, truth.
because I have gotten into like being in a relationship. That's why I said when you're not in a relationship, you can shave like here and there if you're not gonna see this person all the time. So you'll shave, make it all pretty for you. You go home until the next time. When you're in a fucking relationship with this person all the time, it's like, babe, I'm not gonna shave this thing all the time because I don't want no ingrown hairs, but tell me how you feel about it. The fact that grown men, I'm telling you, grown men don't mind a little bit of hair and they will tackle their thing. They don't give a damn. They don't care.
I
I
don't
thought we
care.
cared as much as we care,
So
but
you got to do it for yourself. If you like it,
that's
do
what
it.
I'm
If
about to
you
say.
don't,
I
don't.
do it for me. I love it. Like I do it for me. And they do appreciate
Yeah.
a nice little clean. They do appreciate it. But hair don't keep them from what they're trying to get to. It's like, oh, this is pretty nice. Oh, it's not cool. I'm still gonna get there. So
I
it's
want to
like,
welcome my sister. My sister's in here. She said
sit,
she's talking about the
yeah.
waxing, initial waxing.
Where
It
your
gets
sister?
easier.
Oh, Larissa. Hi,
Yeah.
Larissa. Once you get through the initial waxing, it gets easier the next time you go. True, because
Mhm.
by the time I got to the fourth month, I had to come every other month because I barely had any hair growing.
Yeah. I've been going since I was 19, so I'm here. I am. Take me as I
How
am.
often do you go? You don't have to go once a month, do you? Is it every other month?
No, I go probably it's about every so now she even said my hair was starting to slow down growing. And so I haven't been since December, but that's because I had surgery. So when
Oh
I go
yeah.
this time, I probably won't have to go for another 2 or 3 months.
So 2 or 3, yeah. I'm gonna say once you go often, it just you keep
Hmm.
ripping it out. Your follicles will be
Yeah.
like, all right, obviously you don't want us to grow no hair no more.
Right. Yeah. No.
I'll bite the bullet eventually, probably sometime this year, and then I'll come back on Tea Talks and be
Say
like,
no.
It's just a
I'll,
different feeling.
I'll
So
be
shaving
waddling.
is
I'll be
good.
waddling on camera.
We'll come with you. Me and Boozy will come. Juicy will come.
Yeah.
We'll come
Yeah.
meet you whenever you need.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need my handheld for this. I'm not.
I'll hold your hand right before you go in, okay? We'll high
Yeah.
five and everything. Then when we get
Hmm.
done, we'll do cupcakes and wine.
Yes.
I'm down
Deal.
for that.
Sounds
Easy.
like yeah.
Easy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy, go get some pussy shade. I mean, pussy wax. T-Fox addiction.
Get my
Right.
pussy brushed with wax.
I'll be tired of this damn rock as smooth as a baby bottom.
Yeah. So silly.
We gonna have a chef's kiss. thanks to thanks to Tea Talks, of course.
Yes. Yes. We're
I'm gonna,
promoting this.
that's gonna be so perfect. So I've been doing this for a while. And since we're like almost at the hour, this hour went by so fast. I've had so much fun with you girls. I need
Let's
so
do this again.
Yes.
hell, yes, I do this twice a month. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. So, Casey, for all my tea babies who's listening, what is one piece of advice that you could give them to not only feel empowered as a woman, but feel sensual and good as a woman, so that way that they can have a great fucking orgasm? I don't want them just nut. I don't want them just flick their bean like we do right before we go to sleep. I'm talking about an intense, wonderful, full body orgasm. What could you do to help them out with that?
Get a rose.
Get
Get a rose.
it.
I am dead serious. It will change your life forever. You
You're
will
right.
never have a dry night ever again.
I can
I
tell you.
promise you.
You're
I
right.
don't. That's why I'm just like, I'm celibate right now, and trust me, I'm okay. My poor Rose, though, I
Just
can honestly say 9 times the other night.
what?
Wow.
Yes. That's why I'm like,
You still move. I've had one of those days where I just be like, I don't want to stop coming, so I'll just keep using my toy over
I'm a
and over.
marathon person. I'm a marathon person. When I'm on one, it's
I've
especially
done.
when I have a good image in my head. I'm like,
Let's just keep going.
she went
It's
yeah, I have to charge it every other day as of right now.
Mm, mm.
damn.
It's
Erica,
worth it. It's so worth it.
she wearing that rose out. I'm telling you, that rose is like heaven. I'm not. It's pretty damn delicious. It is.
Mhm,
Like, I ain't gonna lie
mhm. It
to
just
you.
gets you. It just gets you every time. You know,
Put that
you can have your wine and your salad and your
ah
spaghetti. You can eat Olive Garden and take your own ass home and get off.
good.
And it'll still be there when you wake up in the morning.
Romanticizing your. Okay, okay, Lucy. You know, you too much. I can't just say. Give me.
Yes.
Lucy can't do with the role like pew pew. Fuck everything else. Take me out to
Once
dinner.
you go rosy, you never go back.
Mm.
Juicy, give me some. Juicy, give us some advice or tip
Yes.
for anything that is bringing you great pleasure. Um, that maybe some of the tea babies now even think about.
Yeah, so being my age, what I've learned is that you need to
Yes.
know your body. You yourself have to know your body, know what you like before you let a man or your partner, whatever that looks like for you, experiment on you. You need to
Mhm.
know which direction you're going, what journey you're going on. So take that journey for yourself. If it's a rose, that's cool. Understand what that rose is doing so that somebody else can do it for you too.
Hell yeah. Oh my God.
Mhm.
I'm telling you,
Mhm.
Black Panther and his partner, they love the rose. They love it. He loves to use like I love the fact to hear a man who loves to use their toys on their partner. He was like, we love toys, just as long as
Mhm.
she knows to wait to when I'm around. So that way the toy
Mhm.
isn't the epitome of it. It's me and her together
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
with a toy, which I think is just so beautiful. I love it. But if you are practicing celibacy, hell yeah, get you a toy because Lucy, the one thing when it comes to the science, I always talk about the science part of sex because that's the part I'm gonna say. Like I would say that's 50% of the part that people need to know. But um, when it comes to that rose, the rose, if you're not using it properly, it can rub your orgasms out. It can rub
Mhm.
your orgasms out, but then when you're using it properly, it keeps your vaginal muscles
Tight.
active. Yep.
Mm.
Because the moment you're not using your vaginal muscles, they start burning, they start
Mm.
aching, they start
Mm.
cramping, they start
Mhm.
shriveling up. Just like anything else on the body, it needs that blood flow. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yes, girl, congratulations to your celibacy and thank
Mhm.
you for keeping your vagina active. Because with the moment when it does get back active, you don't be like, what's going on? Why she ain't working? Why did it hurt when I have sex? Because she ain't had no blood flow there. She ain't had no stimulation there. She don't know what to do. And it's like now you
Mhm.
want her to be full and flushed and
Mhm.
ready to go. And it's like we ain't did nothing over a year. What do you want me to
Mhm.
do?
Right.
We was done working and it stopped working. So thank you so much for still making sure she's active, making sure that she's flushed because it's so important.
Right.
Um, so for all my tea babies, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in every Tuesday at 7:30 p. Sometimes later, you know, I'm a mom, okay? So this is not like the regular show that you pop on, everything run just as smooth as it want to. It's gonna run how it run. But we gonna be here. I promise you, I will keep you updated in the comments at all times. Like, hey, I'm on my way. Give me a second, 30 minutes late. Matter of fact, this is the time we're going to start it, because the message that I have to give out to the ladies is so important and it's dear to me. Um, if even if I only had one person to watch the show, I would be totally okay with that. But I want to make sure that the ladies that are having sex, like, we love you guys. Thank you so much for the guys who always come on the show. But for you ladies who are having sex and getting in the bed with your partner, I want you guys to feel empowered. I want y'all to be excited. I want you to have all those warm butterfly feelings. Um, I don't want what I've heard, for a lot of ladies, being like, well, we'll see what happens. What? He can stick his hole. Okay, we'll figure out what happens. And I understand back in the day, going back in the day, woman's sexual pleasure is something that's pretty new. It's not something that's been important this whole time since sex has been out. Woman's sexual arousal, woman's sexual pleasure, and making sure it's important. It's literally maybe 20, 30 years new, which is not a long time. So for the longest of time, women have just been taking penis and however it goes, and guys not knowing if they're doing a good job or not. And that's not saying that the men didn't want to know if they were doing a good job or not. They were just going through emotions, and she was just going through emotions. And now we're learning that sex can be so much better than you eat my vagina, I suck your penis. Now there's this insertion of a penis. It's almost like, other than the scientific textbook of it all, learning the different relationship types, the different turn ons, just learning that everybody's legit going to be completely different, and learning your partner. It is totally like, look, we are not anti one night stands. Please get it in. As long as you're happy, healthy, and
Happy
safe,
and
we want
safe.
to know that you're having great sex. Like,
Hmm.
that is all. But
Hmm.
but if you don't know, that's okay. Because, like I said, I've been
Mhm.
watching Sue Johansson. All right,
Sometimes you just need a night. Sometimes you just need a night.
a night of all type. What did my girl call it? Debauchery. Please. I'm okay. I got leashes. I got whips. I
Mhm.
got I have everything in a box for me to wake up in. Like, what do we do? Don't tell nobody else.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Shout out to my guest for the night. Shout out to Cayce, who's now lucid.
Go
Maybe talk
Lucy.
to Lucy.
I noticed that. I noticed at the bottom it said Lucy. I was like,
Yeah, baby, you got new. That's why I was like, the moment you come on TikTok, you will never be your original name again. I
Yeah.
it's
love it.
all good. It's all good.
I love Lucy. I love it. And shout out to my returning guest, Juicy.
Hey.
We love having you. I just love having my girls here. Tuesday is girls' night. Okay, tag a friend, share a friend, tell them Tea Talks is where you want to be at. Okay, unapologetic, but we're reasonable.
Right. Right.
We want to learn, but we learn together, and I think that's the
Mhm.
best way. And there's not just a everybody's the same age. I like the fact that everybody's. I'm 35. You're 31. My juicy is 47. Did you say 40?
49. 49.
49.
49, so we can legit learn from each other, because regardless, you got your financial podcast, you got your stocks podcast, you have so many different podcasts, but learning how to have sex with your partner in a healthy way,
Mhm.
not a you're not doing this right way, but in a healthy way is so important, because that is for me the pyramid, the top of the pyramid for life. You can have a house, a car, but when you go home and you're with a partner that you can't even achieve orgasm with, you're kind of just still just here. You're just kind of,
Mhm.
You feel hollow.
it does it
You
not?
feel hollow. And it feels like,
It's
what am I
mute.
even doing?
What are we doing
Right.
here?
Yeah,
Right.
like,
Right.
no. Uh-uh.
I
Mhm.
love it, Lucy. Thank you so much. So much. Feel me, like. we need and we all deserve a great orgasm, especially
Amen.
in the week. Shit, Monday through Friday is hard. And if you're a parent, oh my gosh, come on
Man.
now. Kids, and you want me to just be okay because I got a trophy, or I mean, yes, this paycheck looks good, but what I really want, what I really
That part.
okay, like I'll make a phone call. Tee, 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 tee. But thank God now I gotta live in.
Just roll over, stand up, whatever, wherever it's at, get it in.
Hands above the
Hmm.
head,
I
legs
think
spread.
Lacey live us. Lacey, I love you too. She's up for y'all. Have be blessed anyway, always. Oh, my girl. Erica, thank you for the stars, girl. Thank you so much, Erica. And anybody else who wants to be on Tea Talks, y'all, it's not hard. I know most podcasts are making you pay to be on their podcast, make you do a pre-interview before the interview. Listen, it's a 1, 2, 3 process. Let me know you want to be on the podcast. That's it. We're gonna set up a date so I can make sure you can be here. And then you can either come in here on the big comfy red couch with me, or you can do it like Juicy and Lucy. You could be just live and on the screen.
I'll be on that couch eventually.
Oh,
Yes.
take your time. You can be in the comfort of your own home with your wine, with your little fur kittens.
I got her back in here. She was.
She's in her own world. It's okay. It's all right.
I don't know where she gets it from.
We'll be a returning guest like Juicy, and I'm hoping Lucy come back because I
Yeah.
really enjoyed you girls so much. So
Had a
much.
good
Shout out
time as
to
always.
guys. The intro that came in there, my girl. Matter of fact, one of the actual T Babies, MD Firecracker, shot the intro to T Babies. Can we just get a round of applause for my girl? Because all my T Babies are talented. Okay, we're not just sex fiends, damn it.
Yeah.
We're photographers, models, okay, construction workers. Cayce
Uh-huh.
the campaign. Y'all better go check her out, Miss Model.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Studio 65. He is now producing how many shows, Captain Crunch? 4 or 5 shows in the Middle Tennessee area. Who that? Who that is one of them. Him and Black Panther. They produce Who That. Shout out to my girl Boozy. She not here tonight, but Project V, where she gets to sit down and talk to people. And they like if you ever want to be on the show, you'll never be seen. But it's for anybody who is dealing with any type of mental issues, or mental disabilities, or anything. She sits down, she covers that with you, which is absolutely beautiful. So I am working with a wonderful team of people, and my girl Jay Lee just posted the new flyer for Juneteenth. So save the date. Oh, and Clark Kent, the DJ, he just sent me a flyer for the new comedy shows. Rest in peace, our good friend Sean, who passed away. He was doing the comedy shows in Columbia, and when I say they were such a good time, so it's really nice to see somebody else
Picked
continue
it up.
bringing that entertainment here. So, Clark Kent, thank you so much for doing that. Just again, shout out to the whole entire team. Y'all love y'all. Shout out to my family, Cheesy, Kamari, Anna, Santino, Cynthia, Cynthias. Lord, I got a lot of kids. I hit T talk dot. I ain't having great sex for nothing. I know, right? Look, Lucy, you start. But I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. And I will see you guys most definitely Tuesday at 7:30 ish. If Bougie was here, heavy on the ish. And I will see you guys in 2 Tuesdays from today.
Mhm.
So two Tea Talks will be on the second and the fourth Tuesday. And I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a great rest of the night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, babies.